Hi guys, it's Nancy and I'm going to show you how I made this zombie card. I got these zombie stamps from Art Gone Wild. I got these last year and I got these this year. And I got some cute sentiments. I don't know what sentiment I'm going to use yet, but let's get into it. So the first thing I did was I made a mask for our little bride, and we're going to put her in on the card first. And I just have a piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock here. So we're going to stamp her out, and I'm going to use VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I do not watch The Walking Dead, but I know a lot of people that do. So shout out to you Walking Dead fans. My sister Kelly, shout out to her. She loves the show. Okay, the other mask I made is just a little circle cutout. I'm going to put that up here for the moon. And I got ink all over the cardstock already. I haven't even started. Alright, we're just going to stick our little mask down. And what I'm going to do is some ink blending. And what I like to do for my night sky colors are some Chipped Sapphire, Seedless Preserves, and Black Soot. And again, I'm using my craft mat. This is going to get a little messy. I'm going to start with the Chipped Sapphire. Start off the mat and then in a circular motion go onto the cardstock. And again, don't worry if it looks splotchy. When I get closer to the mask, I'm kind of pulling off of it because my mask is starting to lift. So I don't want that ink to get underneath there. We're layering a couple different colors here, so don't worry if it doesn't look great. It's okay if there are mistakes because it's handmade. It shows that you put your time and effort into it. Now moving on to the Seedless Preserves. And the last color we're going to use is the Black Soot. And I really want to concentrate this on the edges to kind of frame it off. Especially down here at the bottom, kind of make it look like dirt floor. Alright. And I'm going to go back with the Seedless Preserves and just darken it up a little more. Sorry guys if you can hear the TV. My kids are watching TV. Can you guys turn that down a little? Alright. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the mask on our little bride there, and we're going to stamp the castle, or sorry, not the castle, the haunted house from the Tim Holtz set. And that is Stampers Anonymous. Region Beyond, CMS 274 is the code. There's a little haunted house which we're going to use. We're going to use our little mini Misty for that. And I want that a little higher on this card so that it looks like it's in the background. So that looks good right about there. Okay, and we're going to use that same VersaFine ink. You want to make sure you're pressing that down, especially around the edges of the mask. You'll see here there's a little halo there, so just want to go back in and re-ink that in that area there. All right, that's pretty good. Now, I took Jennifer McGuire's idea and laminated one of the sheets back there, so it'll be really easy to just wipe that up. Just have my spray bottle and microfiber rag and just clean that right up. All right, now it's going to take a minute for that Distress ink and the VersaFine ink to dry. We're going to pull the mask off, both. And I am just going to use a towel and wipe my fingers off because I don't want that ink transferring all over her when I'm coloring her. And I'm going to use my Zig Clean Color markers. And a little water brush to color her in. And I'm just going to take a heat tool real quick to dry that up so the ink doesn't smear. All right, now one of the things that I want to do is kind of distress this card a little bit. This part I didn't cut out of the mask, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little water on my water brush, sorry, and I kind of want to smear the ink across the moon so it kind of looks like it's a hazy kind of night. And what I'm going to do also is pick up that ink and fill this area in here. So the more you pick up, it's going to lift, and you'll have that to fill in here. So it'll fill in the background there. So we're doing two purposes. We're kind of distressing the background to give it that foggy, hazy, eerie kind of look. And we're also filling in here where we did not mask off. Okay. Simple enough. And I'm only going to use a couple colors. Alright. I'm going to use a little brown on her bouquet here. And again, this Bristol Smooth White paper makes it easy to pull that color and blend it. And I'm going to paint her flowers kind of a yellow color, so the flowers that are in her hair, her teeth, and the tops of her bouquet here, and there's a couple loose petals there. Now, I wanted her to look like she was kind of decaying, so I'm going to be using some green on her skin tone, her face. I mean, she's kind of zombie-ish, gross, alien-like. Could use a gray. I only have one light gray in this color pack, and I'm going to be using that on her dress, so I didn't want to use the gray on her skin tone. So I'm just pulling that color down a little around her neck there. You could even muddy that up and mix a little green and brown if you wanted to. And then the gray, you'll see, it's a really light gray. I'm just kind of putting it in the shadow areas. Follow the lines of the stamps. And then just pull that color out. And that'll gray out her dress and make it look old. Just follow the lines of the stamp. Wherever you see that the artist drew in lines, the folds and things, that's where you're going to color. If you pick up some color, like I picked up that background there, just wipe your brush off with a paper towel, scribble the tip off, and it'll take that color right out. And there we go. That's it. Very simple. I think I want to put a little bit of yellow in her eyes. Just a little bit there. And then all I did was just mount it to a pre-made black card. And that's it. And I would just put a piece of white cardstock on the inside so I could stamp my sentiments. And there is my Zombie Bride card. I hope you like it, guys. If you have any questions, post them below. Thanks for watching, and keep on stamping.